Hey guys, I'm doing another TV talk today, and today it's on Younger. Younger just had its season 3 finale a couple weeks ago, and oh my damn. If you don't know what Younger is, it is about a 40-year-old woman, Liza, and she can't get a job because she's 40, and she's finally getting back into the swing of things. She just got divorced, her daughter's gone off to college, so she's trying to figure out what to do, and she can't seem to get a job. So what she does is pretends to be a 26-year-old in order to get a job at a publishing firm. And that just comes with a whole bunch of things. Now, I've been a fan of Sutton Foster for a very long time. I loved her in Thoroughly Modern Millie, I've seen clips and things like that. I loved her in Bunheads. I wish Bunheads went for longer. But hearing that she was in a new show, I was like, oh my god, yes. And seeing Hilary Duff in it just made it that much better. And can we just say that Nico Tortorella is really, really hot. And he plays Josh, her boyfriend, in it. And it's just a really, really feel-good show that makes you sit on the edge of your seat. It was created by Darren Star, who has done a whole lot of shit like Sex and the City and all them. So he... the only issue I have with the show is that it is too short. It goes for 20 minutes. The episodes are for 20 minutes long. What would it hurt to make 1 hour episodes? And seasons are about 10 episodes long as well, so it's like... But all in all, it's a really, really good show, and you just see what happens to her throughout the time. And unfortunately, there is a love triangle, but you know what? I ain't mad about it. I usually hate love triangles, but there's something about the love triangle in this situation that makes me just curl up in a ball and just be a girl, Oh god. Okay. If you have watched the show, or if you don't care about spoilers, keep watching. If you haven't watched the show or up to the season 3 finale, then stop watching. Okay, I thought after season 2 finale it was pretty bad with Thad dying. Wait, that wasn't this finale though. But that part. But this was I knew this was coming and it wasn't that much of a cliffhanger, but when Liza told Kelsey, I was just can we at least have a reaction? Some tantrum, her throwing things around the room or something, because I was oh my god. And that the actual the real cliffhanger was the episode 11 before the last episode, where Liza kisses Charles, and then he looks and you see the rose petals on the bed, and it's just will you marry me? And I'm just I am so mad right now. And what I don't understand is Josh gave Liza a sheet, a little napkin or whatever, that gave her a free pass basically. And let's just say Liza was using that free pass, even though she said she wasn't going to use it. Josh wouldn't have been mad. He shouldn't have been mad. Why did he give it to her and then not? Did he just sense that she loved Charles or something like that? That those two storylines kind of collided and didn't really make sense to me. I mean, yeah, I think they said it in an interview or something. You know how if you go on the Facebook page of Younger, they always do promos and interviews and stuff like that. And one of them said, I think it was the girl that plays Lauren, she said, the way that Sutton plays Liza, you fall in love with her because she's so nice and friendly, but she's a liar. She's a cheater. She's the person that did everything wrong in that situation. Everyone around her was doing the right thing, more or less. It's just you can see their vindictive ways because they're not as nice as Liza. But Liza did all the wrong things, and you still end up feeling sorry for her. You still end up rooting for her. And I think that's so weird because you see people like that in day-to-day life. And I feel I know so many people that I see through them, and I can't see through Sutton Foster. She's such a good actress. I don't know, I'm being a hypocrite right now, but you see through people. I see through people, and it's everyone else thinks they're angels, but in your mind, in your heart, that they're a bad person. And the thing is, Liza never wanted to be the bad person. She wanted to just make a life for herself after being screwed over. But then she just ended up screwing everyone over, and she's ended up screwing everything up, which is really sad. But at the same time, you know that something is going to happen that's going to be fine. On the other hand, Diana, she's hilarious. I remember when she was on GCV, and I'm so glad she's back on the screen because I think she's so funny and so witty, and she's kind of like the comic relief. Like, the things she does, you just want to laugh at her. She's just a silly Billy. Charles is, I don't know, why do I think that Charles is going to end up with her? I feel like Josh loves her so much. He doesn't love her near as much as Charles loves her. And she doesn't love Josh as much as Josh loves her. But for some reason, I feel like Josh really realized what was going on, and he realized that Liza was only half in because she didn't want Josh to end up resenting her. And they're both really good guys. Like, you will never find a guy like Josh ever. I think that Josh is just like he's a made-up character, but he's a made-up character. Like, there's no one as perfect as Josh. Like, he's hot, he is considerate, he's kind, he doesn't care if you're in a period, like, and he's young. Like, that's just the perfect guy. And he's so supportive. I feel like, yeah, in the season finale he finally let Liza go, which kind of gave them a bit of which I think, even though she wasn't really happy with it, it was kind of what she wanted for him. That's not going to be the end of them. It won't. Because they always come back to each other. But then again, it still gives some room for Charles to come in. But Charles said that, you know, I mean, Charles says a lot of things. Charles is like a little bugger. Like, he'll like, I don't know, it's just, maybe Diana and Charles will get together. I doubt it though. By the way, that doctor boyfriend of Diana's, I see that they're like getting closer and better with each other, but he really creeps me out. Like, really creeps me out. Like, what are you doing here? Why are you so creepy, bro? And then there's Debbie Mazar's character. Liza's best friend, the lesbian lady. She was in Goodfellas? What? Nah. I love her. She was in Entourage. Does anyone remember Entourage? Who does she play though? Bro, she's so funny. Maggie. She plays Maggie. I love her. She's always just there for Liza, which makes you think, like, and they've never gotten into fights, which I really hope they don't get into a fight, because, you know, one of those things like, why does everything always have to be about you? Like, Maggie is so supportive, but then again, she's her own person, and I love that. I don't know, I just love that. And Kelsey's love life is really screwed up. Does anyone think that Colin looks exactly like Thad? Like, everyone points it out on, like, TV Showtime and things like that. I feel like that whole situation with her giving the book deal to him and not being like that much, and then somehow publicizing his book before it's even signed, and then him giving, and then, like, he should have just gone with Kelsey. Like, I just don't, instead of Random House. I don't know. I didn't like that situation. I thought it was weird. I thought that Colin shouldn't have done that to her, even though she was like, no, you should take it. Like, no, it's way out of his league, and he needed a bit more help, and he could always have gotten more money later on. But yeah, I don't know. Like, that just makes me think that that empirical press is not going to last very long at all. I mean, they have the George Martin character, but, you know, it's just not going to last very long, man. There's one more character I wanted to speak about. Liza's husband is hilarious. I really wanted that hospital scene for all three of the men to, like, walk in and be like, oh, hey. Like, I don't know, I just wanted that so bad, but they all kind of, like, went in on their own, and I was like, where's the fun in that? And I really wanted Charles to see that Liza's bracelet that had her date of birth on it, because I would have been like, oh my god, because that would have been great if he found out then. Because that would actually, I think he wouldn't actually be mad at her. I think he'd make him fall in love with her more, because he was always like, oh, you're such an old soul, blah, 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 like, you know, I wish, you know, he never said it, but like, I wish you were older, blah, 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 like, I'm so much older than you. Okay, and I don't know when it's coming back. It is coming back sometime next year. Oh my god, it's the end of this year. And I'm really excited for it because I love this show. It's like one of my favorite shows. It's like in my top 5, I think. Top 5, top 10. Yeah. And I really want to make more of these videos, but I don't know what to talk about. And you can follow my blog. I don't really write that much in it anymore, but I will try. I don't have work anymore. My work is over. I was doing Santa photos, but now Christmas is over, so I can't do Santa photos anymore. Oh, by the way, if you have any more TV shows you want me to talk about, write them in the comments. I watch everything, almost everything, not really everything, but I watch a lot. Tell me what you think about Liza and her situation. Don't team Josh, team Charles me, because I don't believe in teams. It's like saying team Raphael, team Michael. Like, I can't choose. I still can't choose. Anyway.